Alexander the Great. The name echoes through history, conjuring images of a warrior king astride his mighty steed, leading his armies across continents. Born in Pella, the capital of Macedonia, in 356 BC, Alexander's life was anything but ordinary. He conquered the known world before his untimely death at 32. His story is about the fusion of cultures and the spread of Hellenistic ideals. His legacy continues to fascinate and inspire. Alexander's path to greatness was paved early on. Son of King Philip II of Macedon, a formidable ruler in his own right, Alexander was exposed to the intricacies of power and warfare from a tender age. His education was entrusted to none other than the philosopher Aristotle, who instilled in him a love for learning, a keen intellect, and a fascination with the world beyond Macedonia's borders. At 16, while his father campaigned abroad, Alexander was left in charge of Macedon. He faced Thracian rebels, proving his mettle in battle. This early experience foreshadowed the military genius that would come to define his reign. When Philip was assassinated in 336 BC, Alexander, barely 20 years old, ascended the throne. He inherited a powerful kingdom, a well-trained army, and his father's ambition to conquer the Persian Empire. The young king quickly consolidated his power, swiftly dealing with rebellions within Greece. With his kingdom secure, Alexander set his sights eastward towards the vast Persian Empire, fulfilling his father's ambition and embarking on a journey that would forever alter the course of history. In 334 BC, Alexander led his army across the Hellespont, the narrow strait separating Europe and Asia. This symbolic crossing marked the beginning of his legendary campaign against the Persian Empire. His army, composed of Macedonians and Greek allies, was outnumbered but not outmatched. Alexander's charisma and tactical brilliance instilled unwavering loyalty in his men. His first major victory came at the Granicus River. Against a larger Persian force, Alexander led a daring cavalry charge, securing a decisive victory. This battle sent a clear message to the Persian Empire. Alexander was a force to be reckoned with. The Battle of Granicus was just the beginning. Alexander's string of victories continued with the capture of key cities like Sardis and Ephesus. These victories not only solidified his control over Asia Minor, but also granted him access to vital resources and strategic ports. In 333 BC, Alexander faced Darius III at Issus, a narrow coastal plain. Despite being outnumbered, Alexander, with his trademark audacity, launched a direct attack on the Persian center, where Darius himself was positioned. The Persian king, caught off guard, fled the battlefield, leaving his army in disarray. The Battle of Issus was a resounding victory for Alexander, cementing his reputation as a military genius. With the Persian army routed, Alexander turned south, capturing the coastal cities of Tyre and Gaza in sieges that showcased his military engineering skills. Egypt, weary of Persian rule, welcomed Alexander as a liberator. He founded the city of Alexandria, destined to become a beacon of learning and culture in the Hellenistic world. Alexander's military successes were not solely due to his courage or charisma. They were also a testament to his strategic brilliance. He was a master of combined arms warfare, seamlessly integrating infantry, cavalry, and siege weaponry. He understood the importance of logistics, ensuring his army was well supplied even on long campaigns. He adapted his strategies to suit the terrain and his opponents, constantly innovating and evolving his tactics. One of his key strengths was his ability to inspire his troops. He led from the front, sharing their hardships and dangers. This earned him their unwavering loyalty and made them willing to follow him to the ends of the earth. He also understood the importance of psychological warfare. He often spared defeated enemies who submitted to him, using clemency as a tool to foster loyalty and prevent future uprisings. His victories were not without cost. Battles like Gaugamela, where he finally defeated Darius III, tested his army's limits. Yet, Alexander persevered, driven by an insatiable ambition to conquer the Persian Empire and beyond. His relentless pursuit of victory, coupled with his strategic acumen, cemented his place as one of the greatest military commanders in history. After Gaugamela, the Persian Empire lay in ruins. Darius III, betrayed and murdered by his own men, marked the end of the Achaemenid dynasty. Alexander entered Persepolis, the Persian capital, not as a conqueror but as a successor. He adopted Persian customs, wearing Persian attire and even marrying Roxana, a Persian noblewoman. This act of cultural integration, while shocking to some of his Macedonian companions, was a testament to his vision of a unified world under his rule. His ambition, however, did not end with Persia. He pushed eastward, crossing the Indus River and entering India in 326 BC. He fought the Indian king Porus at the Battle of the Hydaspes, a hard-fought victory that showcased his military prowess yet again. Despite the victory, Alexander's army, exhausted from years of campaigning and unnerved by the prospect of facing powerful Indian kingdoms further east, yearned for home. Reluctantly, Alexander agreed to turn back. His dream of conquering all the lands to the Eastern Ocean remained unfulfilled. The return journey proved arduous, with his army facing scorching deserts and hostile tribes. Alexander, however, remained undeterred, leading from the front as always. The immense strain of constant campaigning, coupled with the hardships endured during the return journey, took a toll on Alexander's health. In 323 BC, at the age of 32, while in Babylon, Alexander fell ill and died. The cause of his death remains a mystery, with theories ranging from malaria to poisoning. His empire, vast and powerful but lacking a clear successor, plunged into chaos. Alexander's generals, the Diadochi, fought amongst themselves for control of his vast empire. This period of strife, known as the Wars of the Diadochi, lasted for decades, fracturing Alexander's hard-won empire into competing Hellenistic kingdoms. Despite the political fragmentation, Alexander's legacy lived on. His conquests had opened up the East to the West, ushering in an era of cultural exchange and intellectual ferment. The fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures gave rise to the Hellenistic world, a vibrant period characterized by advancements in art, science, and philosophy. Alexandria, the city he founded in Egypt, became a center of learning, its famed library housing a treasure trove of knowledge. Alexander's dream of a unified world may have died with him, but his legacy continued to shape the course of history. Alexander's impact on history is undeniable. His legacy a complex tapestry woven from military triumphs and cultural diffusion. He is remembered as a brilliant military strategist and a charismatic leader. His conquests redrew the map of the ancient world, stretching from Greece to the Indus River. The fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures gave birth to the Hellenistic world. This era witnessed a flourishing of art, literature, and science. However, Alexander's legacy is not without its shadows. His conquest came at a cost, his armies leaving a trail of destruction and displacement in their wake. The wars of the Diadochi, sparked by his untimely death, plunged the Hellenistic world into decades of conflict, undermining the stability he had sought to establish. Some argue that his empire, built on conquest and maintained through military might, was inherently unsustainable. His ambition, while impressive in its scope, ultimately proved to be his undoing. His early death, before he could solidify his rule or establish a clear line of succession, left a power vacuum that his generals were all too eager to fill. Despite these criticisms, Alexander's achievements continue to resonate through history. He remains an object of fascination, his life and conquests analyzed and debated by historians, scholars, and enthusiasts alike. His story serves as a reminder of the enduring power of ambition, the impact of cultural exchange, and the complexities of legacy. Alexander the Great died young, his grand vision for a unified world unfulfilled. Yet his impact on history remains profound. He was a military genius, a charismatic leader, and a visionary who dared to dream of a world without borders. His conquests, while not without their dark side, ushered in an era of unprecedented cultural exchange, laying the groundwork for the Hellenistic world and influencing the course of Western civilization. Alexander's legacy is complex and multifaceted, a testament to the enduring power of ambition, the transformative impact of cultural fusion, and the enduring allure of the ancient world. His story continues to fascinate, inspire, and provoke, reminding us that the echoes of great deeds can resonate across millennia, shaping our world in ways both seen and unseen.